it feels like Chinwe might be pregnant.
Yes,
and if they're not evicted from the show, baby, every day the baby will grow.
So I mean, it won't be about to have a BBN baby.
Except they want voluntary exits.
Yeah.
I don't.
She has actually
but that's
asked for
crazy,
it before,
though.
so.
I'm just gonna say.
I feel like that's very careless. What a week it was in Biggie's house, from explosive fights to a double eviction night and Ebuka revealing gossip yet again. You'll agree with me that last week was the hottest we've experienced this season. My name is Chris and you are welcome to another episode of Paul's Hot Takes BBnaija edition. Today, my guest and I will be unpacking all the drama that went down in Biggie's house last week. So let's get into it. I have all new faces. Have you been on this show before? No,
this is my first time.
All new faces, and as usual, our tradition here is to let everybody introduce themselves. So you just let us meet you.
All right, my name is Steven, and I work for Paul Sport Nigeria. I'm a reporter for Paul Sport Nigeria.
Okay, welcome on the show, Steven.
Thank you.
Hi, Chris. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Brooks, film reporter, Pulse Nigeria.
Welcome, Brooks. Is it Brooks as in OK or OKE?
Double OKES. Yeah.
All right, my name is Olufemi Daniel, media exec. It's good
media exec. Are you an OAP or have you ever been an OAP? Because the way you just
it's given afternoon drive through, like drive show. Like, what's going on?
TV personality.
Oh, nice to meet you, Olufemi.
Welcome on the show, Olufemi media exec. All right, so let's dive into the order of the day. So we're going to start with the eviction. Okay. Yesterday we saw a double eviction, which in my opinion was kind of too early into the season. And then there was also, so the pairs that went home yesterday, we had Streeze and we had Flourish leave the show yesterday. And what I want us to really talk about is, aside, it was a shock. Two pairs went home. There was also the reaction of WanniXHandi to Ruthie leaving the house. So I will let the lady start first.
Why me?
Ladies first. Ladies always go first.
Okay. So I have lots of things to say about that eviction, honestly, but I'm just going to, say just about enough. So I do think that it came as a shock, double eviction. And I think it was early. I do agree with you that it was really early. And I also think, I'm not sure, I don't want to accuse anyone of anything, but it feels like it was a strategic thing that was being done, at the back end for that to happen. Because the entire time having the custodian challenge and everything, we've always had like just one pair leave the house. Yeah. So why now? Why is it that we have the custodian thing still going on, then we have two pairs and then things have just changed just like that? Like, what's going on? I think that one pair should have left the house the way we've always started, and then maybe later into the show, or like much later into the show, then we can have double pairs, or however it is, whatever twists and turns that there is to have should have come later. I don't know, maybe I have that opinion, maybe because it's Rhuthee, and maybe because it's like the Flourish, but I'm not sure.
Are you a fan?
No, I don't have any. I just wanted to see a little bit more of spiciness.
Like, I think I would agree with that. I would have loved to see a little bit more
of her on screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I think I agree with Brooks, and it's shocking because I actually expected just one eviction on Sunday, and when the booker came up to say Big Brother said 2 evictions, and I was like, from where to where now? How far? So surprisingly or unsurprisingly, I already knew if it was 2 evictions, Flourish is out, Streeze is out. So it was not shocking, but picking 2 pairs out of the game as at this time of the show, it's giving worrisome. It's worrisome because you have someone who has given you a very great highlight of recent, and just starts on Saturday, and suddenly on Sunday you just come up with 2 evictions. Come on, let us stay 1 week and let's enjoy this thing. But it is what it is. Big Brother will always shock us, as always.
Yeah, whether we like the shock or not, we're gonna get shocked.
You have a choice.
Okay, Femi.
I think the Rhuthee should have just stayed back.
I think so too. I feel like Rhuthee leaving the house, especially after what happened yesterday, was just like
Maybe
what
Big Brother is trying
is
to
going
avoid
on?
trouble, Sha.
Why will you want
Well,
to
see,
avoid
one
trouble?
more
That's
week,
game.
those guys will get physical. Take it from me. One
And
more
if
week.
they get,
And then
they
that would be
get,
nice.
they
That
get
would be
what's it
great.
called?
Yeah.
Disqualified.
I mean, you see, you saw Wanni and Handi. Poo, poo, poo.
Like,
Watch
what's
from
that?
home.
Like,
That's what.
that's
That's the next thing I even want us to
what's
talk
that?
about. That's the next thing I want us to talk about. So yeah, they said, oh, the next pair leaving the house is da da da, and then she stood up and she was like, "Watch me from home, bitch." Poo, poo, poo. And I was like, what's going on here? Does this girl think she's on one? What show do you think this is? What I mean, I'm here for the drama.
Yeah.
Do you get like?
I'm here for the
I
drama.
mean, to be honest, I think that was really, really crass. Honestly, like, is it what's going on here? It was given. It's giving one of those British shows where
I like it.
You was like,
I like
what's
it.
this? And the thing
gun
is,
you
I couldn't
down,
even
bro.
get upset. I was just laughing.
It was too
It was
funny.
funny. I was
funny,
laughing.
actually.
You couldn't get upset
I
at
didn't
it.
expect it from her. Like I saw when she
No, I
said yes,
expected it.
yes, yes, but I didn't expect that you would stand up
Me,
and like
Wanni
inch towards
and
her.
those
like,
Yeah.
twins.
do you get my point?
I feel like at this point we should already know we shouldn't put anything past those twins anymore
Yeah.
because they've shown
At
us
this
that
point.
at this point, according to
this point.
Bobrisky, me I don't have
And do you
shame.
know what? Do you know? I was wishing Rhuthee was going to be petty first, and then walk up to them and try to hug them so that she would push. Like I was.
Exactly.
That's what I
I
was.
was
I mean,
expecting
the
that.
part of my
Come
brain
on.
was
I doubt-
anticipating
I doubt-
that, but I don't think Rhuthee
Rhuthee
would
would
have.
not have
I don't even
done
think it
that.
was in her in her head at
It
the
didn't
time. I
come.
don't
You're
think
expecting that
it.
you're gonna give one slap at you.
Yeah.
They'll end the show.
I think I would love that. I think I would have loved
But
that.
I think that
Yeah.
I think that Wanni and Handi. I've seen a lot of comments online. People say they're classless, they're blah. I've seen other Big Brother alumni come say that, oh, that was too deep.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
that
it's
deep.
not that deep,
Da, da, da.
yeah.
But we all need to understand that you cannot. I'm not supporting anybody. I'm just saying based off of the game.
Yeah.
You cannot choose how to hurt someone and also decide how they heal.
Yeah. That's true.
There's been an issue between both of them, blah, blah, blah. We've seen the fact that Rhuthee had said that she liked Sean from the first time she got into the house.
Yeah.
She had something for him. Boom. Sean is with Wanni.
Yeah.
All right. So now we see the fact that both of them had issues for the first time. They had the first issue. I don't know what it was. I can't remember right now where she was telling Ibuka that, I mean, I'm going to tell, it was a food
It's kitchen,
problem. It was a
kitchen stuff.
problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kitchen
You
problem.
understand? And now that same beef brewed into that face off that they had. You know, she said that they are prostitutes, the blah 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 Lekki, they pay them 30K to they stay for people to get DJing gigs. So it's
Bro, I
that
mean,
conversation.
I don't know.
you know,
We're going to get there.
I mean.
Yes.
So,
we're going
I
to get
mean,
there.
At first, when the first pair left the house, that's the streets. I saw Andy and Wandi's face. They were like,
this gets CD.
this girl still did. This is wild and this stupid. So it was like they were just hoping that
She went
Ibuka,
on.
please come back, just let this go.
I know why Ibuka.
Do you
knows.
think
Like,
that-
it was I noticed that look, and immediately Ibuka came back. I was like, oh god damn it.
But
I think that they
honestly,
were probably because for me, I would have really loved to see how it would have like what this week would
Yes.
have
For
been
1
like
week.
with that tension from that
Yes,
Saturday.
from that
I really
Saturday.
wanted to
Yeah.
see. Do you think that reaction they gave, maybe they were scared that they would not be able to handle Rhuthee?
I think that's what came to their mind, because they felt that if Ruth is still in this house with the threat she made,
Yeah.
they would. I think it's either they avoid her or another altercation happens again.
And she puts
Okay.
them in
And
their
she
place.
puts them
I
in
don't
their
think
place.
that the twin don't strike me as people that are scared. At least when you see them as surface,
Not after
they might not
Saturday.
be scared, but like you just never know. If you get my point, at the end of the day, you can have the loudest voice and then you're a coward inside. Because tell me why they didn't have a lot to say in
On
the
Saturday.
last argument.
That's your
Now,
point.
two things. Could it be that they sort of figured out that, okay, you know what, these two people might even go, so I don't need to, waste my energy. But like the twin that we've known from the beginning of the show, they don't leave anything unsaid. They say, like, they just go on and on and on and on and on and on. So like, it's for me, for them not to have said anything, it may have really, really hit home for them. And so when Rhuthee was evicted, for them it was what's it called, a vindication or something. If they felt like, oh my god, yeah, finally, like just get out of
exactly.
here and then watch me at home and things like that.
Yeah.
And the truth is, I know that we've not gotten there yet, but like Nigeria in its true fashion, those guys are gonna stay in that house.
Yeah.
Well, I think that the twins,
yeah.
they're not people that you can really box.
Right.
Now, there's the thought of this girl knows us.
Exactly.
I am thinking that Rhuthee knows these people outside of
your
the
house.
house.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for her to have confidently said that, I know you people, should I give you a story?
But you know that? Do you know that there was a conversation that Ozzy knows?
So Ozzy did
Yeah,
tell
so-
her.
Ozzy and the Wani.
So it's
Wanni, one of them.
it's an entertainment, it's an
Andy.
entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Oh, the twins, by the way, twins are in the industry.
Yeah.
These ladies are DJs.
Okay.
I've literally done productions on the set where
Okay.
they were working. And then you know that, okay, Rhuthee also works, probably lives in Lagos, and she knows them. So for her to have said, I know you, should I give
But
you
then
a
again,
gist?
wouldn't you have to be in the same space to like
Not
know them?
necessarily.
Know them?
No, you know,
No,
see,
entertainment industry
let me
is-
tell you how something works. See, somebody knows your gist.
Yes, exactly.
Tell
Somebody you
somebody.
don't
Tell
know.
someone.
Somebody is hating on you right now because somebody told them something about you.
Yeah.
And that's it. So for them, they're like, they couldn't retaliate when she was telling them all of that. You understand?
Because
Remember
they
the
probably
first
didn't
fight?
have anything
The
to say
first
to
fight,
her.
they went all out, Rhuthee,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
The second fight, they're like, calm. This girl probably knows
It's almost
something.
like she
Yeah,
came
you
armed
understand?
this time
Yes,
around.
exactly.
So
That's what I was trying
they
to
don't
say that all the
want
time.
anything that would make them have another face-off because
Yes.
she could just spill
Spill
whatever
spill
it
a
is
lot.
that she has.
And apart from that, I heard her saying something like that's after the eviction. She said something like, "Oh, this girl was going to spoil my career." And I'm like,
Yes.
Yeah.
if you were really concerned
About
about
your
your
career,
career,
you
you
would
should
have
have
tackled
tackled her back. You shouldn't have allowed her land because,
Exactly.
like, if you're coming for me and you're saying that, let's say for instance, you say that I'm doing something that is so terrible, right? And I know that that's not true. And I know that my career is literally just beginning. I would never allow that. No,
Sit,
I would never
yeah.
allow that. Sit.
Exactly.
I would speak about it. Now I'm not sure how I'll react if it came out on social media because I'm not one to like do the whole back and forth on social media. But let's say we are sitting down like this and we're talking about it, I would defend myself. And I'm very defensive. I'm going to say something.
Even if
about
it's a
it.
lie, you
Even if
defend
it's
it.
a lie,
Even
I
if it's
would
a
defend
lie.
myself.
Which they didn't do. Those
Yeah.
two
He
just-
didn't do
They were
it.
just shouting, they were just screaming.
But then it felt
come
like
here,
Big
come
Brother
here,
was
come here.
reducing
The microphone.
microphone
I was like,
between, because I
yes,
wasn't
because
hearing
the audio
his
audio
voice.
down, then you're hearing Rhuthee in the kitchen,
Yeah.
and then before you hear the response of this person.
Like, we
So
can't
maybe it was
even-
just production trying to make sure that we
Exactly.
heard one person clearly.
Clearly.
You understand?
But then why didn't you hear Wanni and Handy clearly? I would have really loved to hear
Because they
their
didn't really have
rebuttal.
so much
I think
to
they didn't
say.
really have much to say.
They didn't really have so much to say. They weren't really
because
saying anything
Rhuthee was saying,
about it.
say something, and they didn't.
Yeah, she was
they
like,
were
you don't
just
have
screaming,
anything to
come
say,
here,
say
come here,
something.
come here.
I
That's
know
all.
your gist. Do you want me to start telling your story? Do you know how many degrees
must
I
have been
have?
Apparently,
scary.
Andy and one of the Mbadui twins were a thing one time.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
one
were
time.
eating-
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so let's talk about how social media reacted to this very hot fight that we've been talking about.
Hot
Some
hot.
people came and they were like, "Oh, that's Rhuthee finished the twins this time around, blah blah blah." And then there's another set of people that are like, "Oh no, we just think the twins were being mature."
I can't even say it because it's just
They were being the mirror.
they
were-
need
they
to
were-
I'm mindful.
they were
Don't
mindful.
save.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what people were saying. In my opinion,
Crap.
I'm like, we've seen these girls fight with different people in the house.
In the
house.
They
We've
do
seen the
not
things.
hold
Back.
back. They would
Yeah.
literally, if there's nobody holding them, they would literally come in your face.
Yes.
Like they would
Yeah.
literally square you up. Nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then why is it now?
Even
when
when they were-
she's now
even-
bringing, when she now actually has something to say,
She's not saying it.
you're now mature and demure
Our
and
excuse
classy.
was,
I'm
our excuse
mindful.
was, our excuse was, it was Sean. Sean stopped me.
It's a lie.
Sean-
Nobody ever
And I
stopped
was
those
like,
girls.
Sean stopped you. Ow! You were literally lying on Sean's chest. So how did he stop you?
To be honest, that was the highlight of that fight for me when Chinwe just took Wanni and she was like, focus on your man. Focus on your man.
Focus on your man.
Allow these girls fight. What do you mean by
Honestly.
focus? By the way, I
Exactly.
don't condone violence. But like, what do you mean by focus on your man?
problem
Somebody's
is
coming
guys.
out here to spill my shit and
No,
say I
love
did this, I
for
did
me,
that.
I love drama. I love violence only when it's coming from someone else. Like only when
It
I have
doesn't
to
involve
witness.
you.
It doesn't have. It
Yeah.
doesn't involve me. I just like to. It's such a wonderful
I want
spectacle.
to ask,
Wow.
Did you
I love
see
it.
Nelly's dance step? Did you see her dance step?
When
the fight?
During the fight, she and Doctor, they were just
And you know Nelly
Come
already has
on.
issues
I was
with
like-
Rhuthee.
But
now.
Yeah.
So for her, it's like,
wasn't that the time Nelly was kissing Susan in the bathroom?
yes.
yeah, no, that happened
We'll
first.
still get there.
We'll
That
get there.
happened first.
But I want to
Get
ask.
there.
I want to know why other housemates hold the people that want to fight.
Do you know that?
Why
I
are
don't
you
know.
holding these people?
So I don't
them
I,
remember.
wait, don't you even
Let them
realize that
go.
you're in a game?
And you're
Let
also-
them touch themselves and go
Yeah.
home.
Right,
Go
go
home.
home.
That way
So
it reduces
reduces
your
people in the
chances.
house.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what-
Why are you holding people down?
Somebody is trying to hold somebody from fighting, bro.
This one is blocking this one. And
Yeah, like why? Don't
No, I think they do this thing because
They don't want to look.
exactly. So
They don't want to lose
bad.
what?
They don't want to
No,
look
no,
bad.
no, no,
Let me
How
tell
will
you
this
something.
stop them?
Some people have lost out on the 100 million naira prize by saving somebody from fighting.
yeah.
Yes,
I'm just
exactly.
But then again, at the end of the day,
Let them
someone
fight.
still went home. Like 4 people still went home. So
Yes.
yeah.
So I just feel like they do that because let me hold you. Then after that, the person that held you is the person you will now go and explain to.
Yeah.
So now it's more like you're finding solace in
See,
this person
if one of the peers were disqualified as a result of violence in the house, two people will not go home. 2 peers will not
Yes,
have gone
2 peers
home.
will
I'm
not
just
go
saying that you have
home.
to be
Yeah.
strategic.
Exactly. You should have
True.
allowed.
So if
yeah.
the pair was
Allowed it to
disqualified
It's a
or 2
game.
peers disqualified, nobody's going home. The game
Exactly.
continues.
The game
But that's what it is. So the more you save people from fighting, the
I
more you
don't
miss
know.
out on your chance of
I'm kind of
winning.
looking forward to someone being disqualified. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, they're still playing the game
I don't
safe.
think there's anybody that's going to be disqualified.
Just
anymore.
like
At
some
this
No,
Because
they
they're playing the
will.
game- they're
See,
playing the game
this is
safe.
the game where somebody will get disqualified because at this point you start getting strikes. Microphone, Big Brother has been very
Microphone
lenient to
infringement.
this.
That's why
guy.
they lost their wager.
Microphone infringement.
Yeah.
Big Brother calls you don't show
But
up.
microphone infringement does it lead to
Or
disqualification?
it leads
Um,
to strikes.
yeah, it leads to
Just
strike.
call-
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
thing with
Strikes.
strikes is that it's warning. Like they can get it. Like
They can
Big Brother
get.
will
They
give
They're
them
can-
talking
strikes.
about
Old
straight up
yeah,
disqualification.
no,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I
just
think
straight
I
that's
feel
Something
like
happened.
if Rhuthee had stayed in the house and there was continuous tension between
It
her
would
and the
happen.
twins,
Yeah,
that
it's
straight up
possible.
disqualification
It's
would have
possible.
happened. Okay, so I would like us to say whose sides we're on as regards to Ruthie's fight with the twins. I will start by saying that I don't like to pick sides. And based off of that particular fight that day, maybe the reason why I would say I was on Ruthie's side was because she really came correct in that fight.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to come to a fight, come armed. Don't come and then somebody is shooting bullets at you and
And
you're
you're
just
coming
there
with a
like,
knife.
hey God, dude, you're bringing a knife to a gunfight. Like this girl really, it's as if that she had, and she was telling DJ Flo that, to be honest, the reason why I've just been
It's because of
overlooking a
DJ
lot of
Flo.
things is because of you. Because I know that you tell me, oh, I'm overreacting, or what is this thing that I cannot just overlook it. So I feel like for her, yesterday she had just had it up to here, and she's like, if you really got something to say it to my face. I'm not picking any sides, but that's just all I have to say about that.
Okay.
So for me, I actually don't want to pick sides. But
You must pick sides.
I don't want to pick sides, but I think this time I have to go with Rhuthee because the issue that happened between the peers and the two housemates was more of Andy and Wanni poking her, and it took she's very courageous because for a whole 1 week those
2
girls
weeks.
have 2 weeks those girls have been on her case. So and I support what she did. I support what she did. Give them basketballs, give them back to back, just like Rema said. And I think Rhuthee, I pick Rhuthee, to be honest. I pick Rhuthee.
Great stuff.
Okay, so I actually do think that Rhuthee and WanniXHandi have been going at each other equally. Like not in terms of proportion now, but like I do believe that Rhuthee has also poked them at some point. I also believe that the twin has poked them. Now, to what degree I can't say. To who started it even I can't say. But I would say
Actually,
I can't really.
I can't
say.
even-
I can't really
remember
say. I don't
what
even
started
remember
the whole
what
rift.
started it, but it just have been going at each other. And I know that men, that's man, is at the center of this fight.
Yeah.
And it's embarrassing that do you understand that?
Man,
I mean,
like as in
it's-
Sean.
Well,
Sean,
I-
man, or maybe somebody, maybe Mayor, because I remember this. I
Mayor.
think this
No,
fight.
I don't think
The
it started
kissing
from
thing or
okay,
whatever.
except
Yeah.
maybe later on. But I think the whole issue didn't start with Mayo. It
No, I
started
don't
from the
think so.
kitchen. It started from Wanni and Andy being
Yeah.
stingy,
Yeah.
asking Rhuthee for food, and she said she can't give them because they've done it twice to her. And she said, "Yo, that's where it started." So
Yeah.
Ebuka called that out on eviction.
Okay,
So,
I see what
so
you're
it
saying.
was there. It started building. Then they used Mayor to get back
At
at
her.
her. You get
Dumb,
So
but okay.
that's actually what happened.
that's like secondary school.
I swear.
Yes,
And so
yes.
now, so that's what I'm saying. And so now the maturity thing now it doesn't. I mean, come on, it's
Yeah.
stupid. So yeah, I would say that for the fight, I really did cheer Rhuthee on, but then again, I think I like I like Rhuthee. sometimes, and I like WanniXHandi sometimes.
Yeah.
So I can't really pick a side. I think that I would have really loved to see Rhuthee stay. I think that for me, that's just what it is. It's really not about picking sides. I would also love to see who would win at the end, because right now I don't think there's a winner
There's no winner.
yet. I don't think there's a winner yet.
Okay.
Well, but it's still 2-1, Sha. Because
Who is giving the
Rhuthee-
scores?
Who is the one? Who is the one?
Who's the
I
one?
think Rhuthee is the one, because she had only one time to go at them. That's on Saturday. And the twins had 2 times to go at her. They went at her on eviction night. That's 2 weeks ago.
But
And
she's not the reason they got evicted.
That's what I.
the reason they got
I don't know
evicted,
why
got
they are
evicted.
happy, because even with all their old flair and everything, you guys didn't evict Rhuthee.
Exactly.
It was the fans. It was the outside world that
So they might be feeling like, oh,
they are influenced. They
our
had
fans
influence.
are, yes, we have people backing us
They're very
up from
confident,
outside.
and I
Yes, we have people backing us up from outside. You mess with us, you go home. Poo, poo,
Poo,
poo.
poo.
Go and watch me from your home. Go and watch me from home. But yeah, like you said,
I think that it's a 1-1 thing.
Okay.
Why?
agree.
The first time they had Rhuthee also like spoke back at them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
call them
Spoke
pigs,
back at them.
actually.
So that's one. The second time was the one that happened.
Yeah.
You understand? So I think the only edge that you would say WanniXHandi had, and see, it's a game. So one thing that I love about these twins is that they would do anything for this game.
Yeah.
You can say that Wanni's been emotional about whatever she has with Sean. But whenever she has conversations with Sean, she would still be strategic in her thought process. She's looking at if they say we should check out somebody, she will check out the aces, she will check out trees. I'm probably not going to check out Flourish because I feel like, we're being emotional. She's not a strong contender for me. So when you see WanniXHandi, you look at the fact that Wanni is very strategic. I know that sometimes they could come off as these guys are just being very emotional, right? But when you hear the conversations she has with Sean, she's like, okay, should we take this person out? Should we not take this person out? This is what I think we're going to do. You understand? So personally for me, I just think that they are playing the game. See, at the end of the show, if you don't walk away with that 100 million, it's on you.
Yeah.
However you decide to play the game, that's your business. Somebody played the game, people said he spent time in the kitchen and that was his strategy. Eventually, he has the bragging rights. Somebody came on the show, they said that he's very intelligent, blah, blah, blah. They insulted him. That was Lekon from the first day.
From the first.
He won the show. So, see, let me tell you, nobody remembers who came second.
Yeah.
It's whoever who won the show that people remember. However they want to play the game. See, after October, nobody's going to remember that she dragged somebody. Another set will come. All I'm going to say is play the game and win the money.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Okay, so let's move on to more steamy issues.
Moment.
Zion and Chinwe. First of all, I would like to say that, wow, the two of you, I don't know what's going on, but wow. So Zion and Chinwe have been intimate with each other twice
Were you there?
now. What do you mean by was
saw
I
it.
there?
You
You didn't
We
see.
saw it. Well,
Okay, allegedly.
Alleged, because he said it.
he said it, and
They've been
Yes,
intimate
there are
with each
evidence,
other
so-
twice
Yeah.
on the show now, and it's just been 3 weeks. And I mean, what's her face? Chinwe.
Chinwe has money before
now
she
saying-
sue us.
I know that-
Allegedly. Please
I know
add
that
allegedly
exactly.
to
Don't
it.
before she come out and sue us.
Because she tell us to use her money.
No, but Zion
They were
said
about to-
Zion said
Zion
what he
said-
said.
He said what he said.
Zion said what he said.
And there's
Exactly,
evidence.
there's evidence. Okay, anyway, let's just move into it. So she has come now to say that, that she has missed her visitor and she's feeling nauseous and
She can't sleep.
she's feeling nauseous
She
and
can't
stuff.
sleep.
And then we had Zion have a conversation with
Femi.
Femi, which to be honest, I don't know why
You can't have that
he
kind
had
of
that
conversation
conversation.
Yeah.
about
Like,
your woman with that
why?
kind of
I feel like, first of all, you're talking too much already. Like,
Yeah.
why are
Yeah,
you going
yeah.
to go? You're not even telling Femi that you used protection, so you took precautionary measures. You did this, you did that.
But then
First
again,
of all,
well, how did that conversation start?
I think it started from Sean and
and it was Zion that started that
yeah,
conversation.
it was Sean and Wanni's
moment.
moment.
Yeah.
Yes, and so he was trying to explain that
That Rhuthee saw them.
Do you know what I think?
Rhuthee saw them, and Sean and this thing has also done what
Rhuthee
we've
saw
done.
Do you know
them.
what-
Yeah.
She
She
saw
walked into-
Zinwe, like
No.
Chinwe and
No, Rhuthee
Wanni and
saw
Sean.
Wanni and Sean.
She walked in on them.
Yeah.
And then Rhuthee
Being
hasn't said
intimate.
anything then.
No, Rhuthee is
Wow.
not that kind of person that goes out
Wow.
and say.
No, but that's
I
why
give it
she
to
said.
her.
Okay, so you know that there's gist that Sean said, oh, he would like to go for Hani and Wandi outside the house.
Yeah.
So I think that's where, when she was fighting with them, she was like, it's not me and my sister that's, work with the same man,
Yeah.
do things with the same man. So I think that's where it must have come up from. Because obviously she walked in on, and she must have heard maybe hearsay that, oh, Sean said this, Sean said that, and that's why she came with that. And for me, I feel like Zion started that conversation because his mouth was itching him to say what happened between him and Chinwe.
Yeah.
Because nobody asked you, first of all. You now come and you're like, sure, you know that this person and this person. That guy, they gossip. Sure, you know that. Sure, you know that this person and this person. I feel like he just wanted to use that to wet the ground to drop his own. And he's like, me and Chinwe safe, don't run more.
And I heard he said it like they did that
Twice.
the first week.
The first week.
Yeah,
Yes.
the second time was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
The first,
first week was
the first week also, Rhuthee caught them.
Yes, it was Rhuthee.
Rhuthee left the room.
Yeah.
And
Why
later
is
went to meet
Rhuthee
them.
always catching people?
Rhuthee was like,
Hence the
Rhuthee
reason why
went
she
to
wants to
meet
have a boyfriend in the
Zion
house.
and was like,
You can't be
guys-
hearing ringtones and
exactly.
not
And Rhuthee was like, Zion, come on, you guys will just disturb
You guys
me,
not allow
man.
me
Don't allow
sleep.
me sleep.
Oh,
She was sleeping, so
I mean, the Zinwe pair, I feel like they're a perfect match for each other. For me, when I see two people, when I see somebody enabling the other, when I see partners and one person is enabling the other, I cheer them on. Because at the end of the day, who do you want to leave Zion for? Who does Zion want to leave
Hold
Chinwe
him.
for? Hold him, please.
Hold him
That's
tight.
your man.
Bad
Yeah.
behavior. Why are you talking
That's
like
your
that
man. You gotta
about
stick
your
by
woman?
him.
You
Yeah.
should not have that kind of conversation.
And that was too far. So I think that, he wanted to justify their actions in the house.
yeah.
Somebody said he was going to tell him that they knew that they were shagging in the restroom. So he already knew. I'm sure that Femi also told him. But he probably didn't see it.
I
So
mean,
it's
yeah,
like,
the house,
yeah.
they saw them.
They saw them. They saw them from the
streets
the-
guys.
So
Yes.
should be
the whole
cautious.
idea is we're not the only persons who have done it. Yeah, my guy. Oh, I know men talk. Same way women will talk.
Yeah.
Right? When women sit down to talk, you're gonna be like, yo, you understand.
How
But
do you know? Have you been there?
but I'm just saying that.
Looking at him,
I'm just
let
saying
him
that.
say
That's why
it.
you're smiling. It's giving you away. But you also see that when guys talk, I feel like Zion let out too much.
Too
of it.
much
That's
of
your
information.
woman.
Yeah.
That's your woman. That's not just anybody.
But the truth
I
is,
mean-
at the end of the day, Chinwe does same. That's why I'm saying that they're a perfect match for each other, because I don't understand how the conversation went from you're having a slight misunderstanding with Zion, then you cannot close your mouth. You're not telling the whole house that
Like
whole
you
world
sponsored
sponsored him.
him.
That's bull. Like you should
That's-
not do
that's-
that.
that's-
Those
And
are
then
the
she
things
now
you should
still
do.
lied about it.
Then
Is
she
that
now lied.
lying for
Oh,
me?
I held his hand.
I supported him into the house.
But according to what we know,
Oh my God,
and
my
you're
hand.
going to come out and you're going to see the clip, and I'm very eager to see how you're going to,
React,
come out of this one. I don't know how you're going to lie your way
And
out
both
of this
of them
one too,
gossip a lot.
because we literally saw you saying, down to everything, Zion did not spend a dime.
yeah.
I paid for our tickets.
Our flight.
Everything. Zion did not spend a dime. But now it has been, oh no, I did not
I
mean
meant
that.
I held his hand like this, and I'm like, "Are you
Girl,
5 years
please.
Yeah.
old?"
So the point now is, it feels like Chinwe might be pregnant.
Yes, so
Yes.
And if
So,
they're not evicted from the
Biggie's
show,
baby.
every day the baby will grow.
I
So
mean,
we're
it will
so
expecting-
we're about to
Yeah.
have a
Yeah,
BBN baby.
except
First in
except
history.
they want voluntary exit.
Yeah.
I
She
don't,
has actually
But
asked
that's
for it
crazy,
before.
though.
So.
I'm just gonna say.
I feel like that's very careless.
very
So-
careless.
so-
I'm not going to say, I don't mean careless like in general, because I mean it happens to the best of us, right?
Yeah.
But you are in a place where you know that you do not have access to take care of
post-pill.
any mistake that you might have
yeah.
made.
Yeah.
Do you get?
Yeah.
And you are now doing the mistake.
See, in the long run, we should expect a biggie baby
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Should we? Or
Just
it,
maybe.
It could just be
It- that-
speculation. It might not be, honestly.
Well, she might not be pregnant, but
Might
according
not
to
be.
even right now, I mean, I just checked online and she's having a conversation with Zion,
Mm-hmm.
saying that, you know what, maybe it's the toilet that's delaying her period. That's what's there.
The
Saying,
toilet.
Okay, in what sense?
I
As
don't know
in,
how
she
toilet
probably has
affects.
an infection.
I don't know how toilet affects period. But I'm just going to say I can see right now. But she's saying that her period is 1 week late.
And she's feeling nauseous.
And she's feeling nauseous. So
I think she should request for a
those
PT
are like
strip.
early
Yeah,
signs
she should.
of pregnancy.
Or she should have
Generally.
requested for a post spill after the activity. That's what you're supposed to do. You're smart. You're supposed to do that.
Exactly.
You're not
I think
supposed to-
it was more on the first one they had, not the second one.
Because
They
you
don't
remember
need
what
twice, you get.
Zion told Femi that he did not.
He did not. Yeah.
In the first one.
No, in the second
The
one.
second one. Okay, yeah, that's why he was saying that
He didn't shoot.
Yeah.
was
So,
That guy
careful.
talks too much.
yeah, like I mean, why are you telling your guy that you didn't?
See, let's even see. It's
an ego thing, I guess.
For me, it's
An
not even
ego
about
thing.
it's for me. I think for me, it's more of like because people talk. You talk with your guy. You're telling only God knows what I have said to my friends when nobody was
I
watching.
just said girl stuff.
The
right?
difference, I think the difference for
difference
me now
is,
is that
yeah.
you are aware that the whole world is
Is
watching.
watching.
Yes.
I think you
Yeah.
should mind your speech.
And also, you're talking about
Bigger.
someone you
Mind
care
your
about.
words.
Like, I think for me, as girls, let me be honest with you. As a girl's girl, I would say this. Most girls don't say really, really bad things about guys that they love. They cover up.
True.
Girls will
Defend a
cover,
lot.
they will defend.
But he didn't say
A
anything
girl
bad
will
about
throw
you.
her fellow
Anything
girl.
bad,
It's
yeah.
not bad, but like they will not.
There's some things
Some
we
things
just
she will
wouldn't
not say.
The details.
The details like that wasn't
That's the
needed.
deep,
Like
man.
no.
I think it's a general thing for the whole housemates. Most of them talk too much. Like
And
they
like
don't know when
Onyeka
to
said
choose their
yesterday,
words.
like Onyeka said yesterday, we are in this house, people gossip.
So the truth is, there's nothing called
Yeah.
gossip in the Big Brother house.
Yeah, because we know.
See, now this is
To
it.
us.
See, this is
To
it.
us.
See, this is it.
They don't
There's
have
no
anything
TV.
doing.
There's
Yeah,
no phone.
There's nothing.
There's nothing. You're only waking up to this angry face.
to the
This person
same
dumped you,
people,
the same people,
almost the same routine,
activity.
Yeah.
You have to be in the house to understand. It's like being in this whole
You
building
have to talk.
for the next 3 months. No phones,
Exactly.
no TV, nothing. We're just sitting down here.
Chicken,
We
what
don't know
else
what's
are you
going on in
going
the
to
outside.
do?
What else? So you're
have
going to
to
have to
talk.
talk about somebody in
Yeah.
the house.
Yeah.
And so it's not gossip, but I also feel like you should also know the amount of information you want
Exactly.
to
They
put out
don't know
there.
when to.
So you
talk
cannot
and when
be
not to
all careful in Big Brother's house because the cameras. You don't know when the camera is on you. You don't know when the camera is on you. So that conversation will
Some
just
of them
happen
even
somewhere.
know when the camera is on
You-
themselves.
Some know. I feel like Wani and Xandi
Yeah.
sometimes they know.
I
they
think
look at
Sean
the
too
camera
knows
and all that
because there
stuff.
was a time the camera moved and he said, "I can't say this. The camera is on me."
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah, they probably know because the cameras are like you can see
Yeah,
them
yeah,
around,
you
like
can see
they're
them.
moving heads and all
Yeah.
that. So for these people, I think that if she's pregnant, have they gone too far? Maybe
yeah.
because it's going to jeopardize the chances of winning the show. Except they stay on
Win
the show.
Why?
Well,
I don't think they were ever.
do you know what it
candidates
means?
to win,
Do you,
sha.
when
No, I
she's
don't
not
think so.
when she's not ready for a pregnancy, how is she going to put her head in the game? She
Yeah.
was sleeping. That was what Nelita was
Nelita,
saying.
yeah.
Nelly was saying that Chinwe was sleeping while they were preparing for the wager task.
But this is the third week, though. Is that how it works?
That's
I'm
how-
sorry, I'm not naive, but I'm just
people
like
re- people
is that
probably
how the
react to
pregnancy whole
things.
thing works. Like it's just the third week, so if that means she's
that how
probably
pregnancy
If it's
is?
just
2
the
weeks and a
third
half,
week,
like yeah.
Yeah.
well,
Do you get my
some-
point? Like is that how it works?
I don't know how. I don't know. I can't really say.
Or is her
but
body preparing for the?
I can't really
concept?
say. But the thing is,
maybe
people
people react-
Maybe
people
her
react
mindset is
differently. Exactly.
telling
That's
her that
another
she's
thing.
pregnant-
That's another thing.
she's
People
pregnant.
react differently.
And maybe it's
And
her
also-
mind. Maybe it's her mind. Honestly,
Yeah.
And
Maybe it's her
also,
mind.
when
Maybe this
in the
pregnancy is even
situation
from
that
outside.
she's in,
What if this pregnancy is from outside the show? Because they probably were on lockdown, right? Big Brother will
we're
lock the
locked down
house.
together.
I don't
should-
know.
they should
I
lock
maybe,
us together.
but I'm just saying if you're going to come in as pairs, I don't think they should separate you.
Yeah.
So if they were on lockdown
Oh my
together
God.
as boyfriend and girlfriend, fam, this pregnancy is probably 2 months gone.
Oh, Diego.
I'm just saying, I'm not sure, but I'm just saying that if there is a
Yeah.
pregnancy,
Yeah.
definitely. So-
And it could also be her mind playing tricks on her because at the back of her head, she's already like,
but
oh
your
my
mind
God, I've
will
been
not delay your
careless.
flow.
I'm not saying
It
that
could.
it
Yeah.
could,
It
it could,
could.
Your
it could,
mind will
because if
delay
you're
your
like,
period.
yes, if
Yeah,
you're
it
psychologically,
could. If you're
if you're
psych-
mentally
yeah.
stressed,
Yeah.
it could.
Yeah,
It should
could.
actually
It
come
could.
faster.
No,
No, that's not how it works.
does not
It
work
won't
like
Okay, I'm
It doesn't
just
work
saying.
like that.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
Possible.
but
Like
I'm
that.
just saying that 1 more week we will know.
Yes,
Exactly,
let's put a
exactly.
pin in it. Next week
Yeah.
we'll know if we're having a baby and baby or not.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Nelly and Ozzy. They had like a sort of clash
Yeah.
in the garden, which started with Ozzy and Femi having a conversation about like life experiences,
Yeah.
and then Nelly came in to say, "Oh, there are different grades of suffering." And it's turned into like a confrontational sort of thing
Yeah.
between her and Ozzy, with Ozzy telling her that, "Oh, is it because you're not head of house?
Yeah.
You feel you can lecture me, blah blah
And
blah
she's
blah
like,
blah blah."
how?
I personally think that Nelly shouldn't even have gotten involved in that conversation in the first place. I know some people would argue that, she was trying to explain Femi's point too. But this is a conversation between two people that has nothing to do with you. You not only got into the conversation, you now even got into a confrontation. In a conversation that did not concern you in the beginning. But then again, I feel like it could also have been her own way of trying to, because I think she has had Ozzy in mind.
Yeah, she has.
So she probably saw an opportunity
to enter
him, and she took it.
So I think what happened between Nelly and Ozzy was built on the HOH tax. So after they voted Nelita in for the head of house, Ben and Femi made a joke about Aces not being picked as guests. To the house. You get, so that brewed up a lot of moments, and people were like, why would they pick Onyeka and Chizoba and all? So I think Ozzy and his brother made some statements about that. So Nelly heard, and she was like, she will put them in their place. She wants to have a confrontation with them, talk to them about, why would you guys be saying that we deliberately want to, that we are trying to play a game? I think that was what he said. They were playing a game. They decided not to pick Aces.
But I mean, even if they were playing a game,
the game is the game.
The game is the game. Yes, but I think the closeness then, people, even the whole house may be expecting them to pick Aces. And they
even Aces
they were expecting to be picked. Yeah, what Ben said, I don't say it.
Say what
Ben was like, Tofa was already stroking his
whatever.
And he was happy that this is the moment. And I was like,
well, I mean, Nelly did tell Suj that, the reason why I didn't pick you guys is because I felt like we would not have been able to control ourselves. We would not have been able to.
Which is actually
it's
actually
but did they control themselves in the restroom?
And that one was.
I think
I knew you were going to say that.
Moving on swiftly,
I think it's not a valid point to me, because
not a valid point.
It's a valid point.
If they want to have any conversation, or they could come out of
it's a valid
they
point.
come out of
Valid
the HOH
excuse.
house and
See, let me tell you what it is here. See, I can tell you that strategically, the girls are playing the game better than the guys.
the guys, yeah.
See, you guys these people are just sleeping on a long thing. This guy's already giving Nelly the necklace, his grandma, her blah blah blah. Bring breakfast yesterday.
I'm telling you
that Nelly has a relationship. According to her, she has a man outside. Now you are in love in the house. Are you mad?
It's Love Island.
Love can happen. Don't get me wrong. We've seen Bella and Chex.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm one of the people that didn't even think that their relationship could work, last. But definitely it's going well, and we're happy for it. But I'm saying that in this house, these girls they know that this week, they didn't choose these guys as partners, as guests, and they went on to win the immunity. I'm just telling you that when a lady decides to be focused, you understand?
She's always
in that house. When ladies
focused.
decide to be focused in the house, they will be focused. They just knew that these guys were distractions. Now, mind you, these are Aces, Suj and Tofa are also trying to date the same girls who are in a pair. But that's a problem. Two girls who are in a pair, then
What
two
if it's
guys
also their own game?
You understand? So what is it? God, if it's a game for them,
Yeah.
and
It's a
then
game.
even if it's not a game, then we both have same guys.
Because
Mickey said the same thing, that it was a
like
game.
it could be a game in the sense that in
Mickey
cases where
lies. Why do you
in
why do you
cases
think
where
anything that guy
Sometimes
says?
you can't just say he lies. Yes, he lies, but
He lies.
sometimes you have to
Mickey lies
sometimes
a
you
lot.
have to like pick
He
one or
lies
two
every
from
time.
what he says.
lied about Handy and all
He
that.
lies like
I
that
think
guy
that's the
can
only
never
place where
make
he
two
lied
sentences.
about
No, he
Andy
lied.
and-
Jesus Christ, what are you saying? That guy lies a lot. I don't like hearing his voice.
Wow.
He lies a lot.
wow. But anyway,
Such
I
a
was going
liar.
to say that
Mickey, you're a liar.
if I'm looking at it from a strategic point, it would make sense to me that if the both of us have the both of them, in cases where we're up for eviction and they're not, and the fans have to vote, we have their fans vote.
It's the same thing.
It's the
See,
same
they're
thing
even
for me.
less strategic about it because the way it works is if Suj is dating Anita, right? Suj also go and date somebody else. I mean, Tofa, she's
Just somebody
so he
else.
gives them like a three-way
And
safety.
that's
You
because,
understand?
but then again, that's because they don't. Anyway, that makes sense.
You understand? So,
That
but
makes
now
sense.
the girls are like, see, if I am the head of house, we're the heads of house, we don't want any distraction.
Yeah.
We want to win our wager.
That's what I'm saying. That it's not an
focused.
excuse. It was a strategic and
That's
valid
it. That's
reason.
it.
It's
They
valid.
can see the
It's
sex is the
valid.
least thing you can. They can have anybody see. We've had seasons where people had sex in the house.
Yeah.
Big Brother had to come like They even gave Big Brother the blue finger. Yes, Big Brother showed it to us, right? We're not just mentioning names, but definitely we're saying that these guys know where there's sex. Anybody, people have had sex in the house.
Yeah.
Did they show us?
No.
Didn't say we have sex in the house on the first week. Did we know? We didn't.
There's a lot we don't even know.
There's a lot we saw because the camera is on one person per time.
Yeah.
And when the camera was on the fight, Double K were in the house kissing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm just
Yes.
I'm telling you that people are
We're getting
strategic.
there.
That
So
moment
I'm just
was
saying that
intense.
the way these things work, the ladies are strategic with it and they know that let's not see these guys. Let's just cruise past the house. When you get outside of the show, how many guys do you see date the girls?
True.
Yeah, that's true.
Not because they don't want to date or whatever, but I'm just saying
what
that
we
people
say.
are coming to the house to play a game. And once we get out of the show, we keep it moving. That's it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, so some people reacted to the confrontation between Nelly and Rhuthee, saying that they've noticed that one thing about the Mbadiwe twins, they just always want to be right.
And that's true, actually.
Yeah, that's true. They always
So
want
they
to be
felt
in
like
place.
somebody had to put them in their place.
So as much as I don't like the fact that she cut into the conversation, it wasn't your conversation. At the same time, I don't think she cut in to speak about herself. She cut in to defend someone.
Yeah, definitely.
That's admirable to, when you step in and help someone. Now, I'm not saying Femi is a child, but we all know that when Femi talks, he talks like a juvenile. Like, he has
That's
no,
too deep,
that's-
man. That's
I think
deep.
he finds it out. That's
deep.
I remember,
Yeah, maybe he's just not.
I
He's
remember.
just not that kind of person
I
that
remember-
expresses
I
himself.
remember-
How old is he?
I remember
25,
25,
24?
26
I remember when he was
or so,
going
I
to
think.
Ozzy to talk about it. I saw the way he was like, I'm just trying to say, and the way he was
people don't
speaking.
know
That's what I'm
how
saying.
to
That's why I
express
just describe him as such. I'm trying not to use the word childish or behaving. No. I use the word juvenile because it's like you're supposed to stand your ground as a man. And then Ozzy and the OC, the twin, they didn't even apologize to him immediately. They were trying to make excuses before they even apologized to him. Because it felt, do you get my point? So I love the fact that Nelly stood up for
Kudos to
Femi.
Nelly for that.
Because the thing is with the OC, the Mbadiwe twin, that conversation felt like, me too, I've also suffered. These rich people that always feel like, let me look at the camera. These rich people that always feel
They suffer.
these rich people that always feel like them too, they suffer.
Yeah.
They feel like poverty is a sense of belonging and they have to belong. Do you get my point? So they've suffered too. As if it was a competition. Femi is telling you something about himself. You are now saying that you suffered. You're tone deaf. That's a clear sign that you're actually not poor.
And the funny
Because
thing
if
is,
you are, you would understand and you would.
the funny thing is,
do that.
Nigerians, not even just the Mbadiwe twins, Nigerians have this
They want to
obsession.
identify with poverty.
Nigerians have this
Yes.
obsession with Nami
Grass to-
suffer past.
Yes,
Suffer
and grass
past,
to great
exactly.
I
story.
don't understand.
They do that
Oh,
a
Nami
lot.
suffer past. You are here trying to tell somebody that, this is what's happened to me. This is what I experienced. What I'm feeling. And the person like, if I tell you,
You don't go even talk your own
Well,
again.
there are some people that didn't suffer.
Yeah,
yeah, there's some people
Right?
that didn't suffer.
But what I see there is the fact that people walked into that house with different
Motive.
social
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Class,
exactly.
that's the word.
Yeah.
People walked into the house. Some by the way, things are guys in the nightlife or entertainment scene. People came. Anita Nelly she's a vixen. She's a chef. And people have walked into that house. Some people are in that house right now. They've never experienced luxury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are people in that house who have never flown a private jet. There are people in that house who have never flown business class or first class. And there's somebody here who says, I have a business, I have a company. Did you hear what one of the twins, Ben and one of the twins, I don't know if it was
Yeah. Ben
I
and
said, you know what,
Why
I'll
is it always
support
the
you.
twins?
I'll support you. I will do this. Now I saw in the comments, somebody was like, he felt like Ben was trying to prostrate to Ben.
Ben,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
So-
going to- I was
So
going-
the
I
point
was-
now
I was
is-
even going to say that too. I noticed that everybody seems to be pandering to the twin, and I think only Nelly had the balls to do that thing. That's why that's what I'm saying. As much as I do not like the fact that you're coming into someone else's conversation, I don't think that's
The
okay.
twin
But
strikes me of what's his name again? In
Ozzy.
no, this is it Pepe them or Lake Concert? What's his name?
Kid
Wire.
Wire.
Lake
Like
Con.
everybody
That's
was
how it
just
works.
like
Yeah.
everybody was just like, let me warm up to
You
them. Let me
understand?
be around.
So that's
them.
what's happening in the house. So when you walk into the house as somebody who feels less privileged, and we're not saying you're poor, we're just saying the word less privileged is not an insult.
Yeah.
If
Just
you don't
not
have
as
a particular
privileged as the next
privilege,
person.
sometimes you don't have it.
Yeah.
So the point is, somebody who's like, he don't suffer, comes into a house, finds a guy who is sorted. The next thing you're like thinking about,
Sorted indeed.
sorted. So the point is, it looks like you might not win the show. And even if these guys don't win the show, they're
always
sorted.
They're sorted. They're
So the
already
point
there.
is, you want to warm up to them, and so it feels like these guys are becoming like demigods in the house. You understand? And then you see people saying, you don't suffer. So people see when people go into the house with different motives. If you know win, we could get person.
Make I
If
get
you
person
tag
wey go
along,
be say,
so okay, we'll
outside
come
I
out, so
go.
we'll go in club, go ball.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? So people need to understand that when people come into the house, people are not just beyond the fact that they're playing the game. They're also thinking like, okay, if I win, I don't win. Who I can warm up to for this place?
Yeah.
Who will be my party? And that's what's happening. And trust me, if you are if you are one of the imbados, you sit down because you are sorted. Like, bro, you don't mind everybody coming to say how we want to run this team. And that's how it is. And there's a level of control, of leadership, of ownership that you have outside of the house that will also come into play. If I'm somebody who, I run businesses, I run companies and all of that, and I give orders, I know I'm on the show, but that part of me will not necessarily die. I'm not saying I'm going to control my housemates, but you will just know that this guy, a chairman.
I think it's one of the reasons they don't also want to be involved in any controversial stuff in the house.
Definitely.
And
Because
all
they made mention of my name is at stake.
trying to clean their
Trying to
image. I
understand.
think they have it. I think they. Okay, so this is what I think. I think that they. I think that they have some sort of. I think they have a very shaky image currently. That's why they are coming to this show to clean up their image. But I don't think they are doing a great job at it, because I think the reason Femi went back to him to talk to him about, okay, whatever you want to say, don't involve my family, don't involve my. I think it had to do with something sexual. I'm still trying to. You know the thing with Big Brother. I'm not sure what's going on this season, but it's as if we hear bits and pieces of things. Something can be
And we
happening,
cannot follow it through.
and we
Cannot
can't
follow it,
follow.
yeah,
Like for
because you don't know
example,
where
when Chinwe was having the conversation with what's her
Flo?
name? Not DJ
Ruthie.
Flo, not Ruthie. What's this girl's name? Nelly.
Nelly,
About
okay.
the stolen jewelry.
Okay,
thing.
yeah. We
Do you
didn't
realize we
see-
didn't see that
we didn't
conversation?
see that
And the
conversation.
conversation was not focusing on Ozzy and OC at the gym, at the
Yeah,
lounge or
until
something.
they
And
brought it
and
to
then
where
we
she
eventually also
apologized.
found
then she said sorry, and
I'm
we don't even
sorry.
know what
And we're like,
happened.
why are you apologizing?
Why are you apologizing?
And then we're not hearing that we spoke about
exactly, that was the same conversation. It felt like OC or Ozzy, one of the twin, may have said something about
Femi's sister.
Femi's sisters or Femi's family member, and I feel like it had to do with something sexual.
That's crazy.
And so I think Ozzy was saying, but you did it to Onyeka. And as you said, this was a banter. So it was just bits and pieces. It was just bits and pieces. I was just like, okay.
Reunion
I didn't
will
hear
tell us
anything
everything.
because not like
Yeah.
Ozzy, stood up to say, well, this is what I said. He didn't. It's not like he owned up to it. But I think they're pretty much settled. I don't think Femi
I
was
think
just
they are
saying, I was like,
clear.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
He doesn't
People
know
come
how
with
to
my
express
family, man.
himself.
I don't like it. And that's and I don't know, those twins, they needed to be put in their place, and I wish it was a man.
Who
But
put
I
them
mean,
in a
Yeah.
place?
Do you think
Instead
that?
of
Do you
leaving.
think there's a
But
guy
then
in
at
that
the
house
end of the
that has the effrontery?
I don't think. I
confront
think
them.
the women do have the effrontery.
confront
I
them.
I think
know,
Ben
women
confronted
seem to be
Ozzy, but he later went to apologize. He said,
Ben doesn't have balls. I'm sorry.
You guys are your age is just
No, it's not Ben now.
How old are
TJ.
they?
TJ is the one that
I
doesn't
think
have balls.
34 or so. 34.
34?
Yeah, I think that's the age.
Even at that, though. but
Not
yeah.
that. I mean,
They are the oldest in the house.
Oh, okay.
currently.
Anyway,
Well,
So after the party on, I think it was Thursday, right?
Yeah,
that they
after
had
party.
like an after party game where they dared Handi to kiss Mayor Frosh. Now Mayor Frosh comes and says that he did not
it was
consent.
violated.
He did not
Thursday?
consent.
That's rubbish.
Was it
Was that
Thursday?
No, that's Friday. I think
See, whether it was
No, it was
Thursday or
Thursday.
Friday.
but sure, it happened.
rubbish.
It
It happened,
happened.
yeah.
He now comes and he's like, oh, that he didn't consent to the
kiss.
kiss. What do you think is really going on with Mayor Frosh and the women in that house? Me personally, I think that
He lacks discipline.
Will I say discipline? I think he's trying to play a game,
I'm sorry.
but he's
I'm
not
sorry.
playing it sensibly.
He's trying to eat his cake and have it.
which
Because-
is what men do all the time. Men like to eat their cake
Oh
and have
my
it.
God.
Yes, I went there.
Are you talking from experience?
I'm talking of from experience
Yeah,
of
from
people that I've
experience,
seen.
actually.
No.
Not my
That's
personal
not an experience. Please.
That
Please talk from experience.
I'm actually going to talk.
Men
I'm
like
actually
to
talking
take
from
their cake and have
experience.
it.
Okay, let's hear your experience.
A married man wanting to have a committed relationship with me while he has a wife. Like he wants me to not have another boyfriend. And I was angry at it because I was like, no, you cannot do that. And he's like, and he just left. And I was like, thank God you left because are you mad? What are you doing?
So what I think that what's wrong? So Mayor Frosh, you sat down there. Somebody says, I dared you to kiss Mayor Frosh for
10 seconds.
And is it that your brain is not working? If you don't want to kiss, if you don't want to kiss someone,
Okay, grown man.
walk away. Because this is it. I believe that himself and Rhuthee had a thing.
Yeah.
You understand? It was growing at whatever pace it was. And I feel like whatever perception or whatever we have about Rhuthee and Mayor, they had a thing in the house. And I think it was disrespectful.
Very
to Rhuthee.
disrespectful.
And I love that Rhuthee stood up to that.
Said.
I love that Rhuthee stood up to that and said, you know what? That was what you did was rubbish. DJ Flo also addressed it. You can't tell me that they get somebody to kiss you and then you sat down there locking tongues and lips with the person for 10 seconds. Did your brain freeze?
And you're saying,
And then you came back to say you're not concerned. And then it was already getting to a conversation of sexual harassment. I'm like, forget it.
What do you mean by sexual harassment? Because first of all,
10 seconds, you didn't move your mouth.
First of all, when they had even dared you, you could have said no.
Yes.
So let me make
Yes,
a
you
case
said
of
you're not
Mayor.
playing the
You
game.
never
again.
know.
You said she just got
You don't know
there.
what these men think here. You never know.
Please,
Maybe
which
he was
men
just
are you
like,
talking
Oh,
about?
I don't want to push her because she does not feel, but you really
No,
cares
no,
about
no,
the
no.
women's
Well,
feelings.
You care
He's the
more.
woman's.
This is where I'm.
sarcastic,
This
he's
is.
dumb.
I know you're sarcastic, which makes no sense if he was thinking that way because you care more about the feelings of Handi than the
Than
woman
feeling,
that you're
you're supposed to
supposedly
be committed
in a
to
relationship
whatever.
with.
Yeah.
That
But I
makes no
think
sense.
at that moment, he and Rhuthee were already having issues.
Even though
does
I'm
not
saying,
make
see,
sense.
until you
Even
clarify it,
Even though.
until you clarify it,
because
and
I
say,
remember
well,
the morning before that incident.
They had broken up
They
or
had
something.
broken up.
Even though.
Even though.
They
see,
had
my
broken
point
up.
is,
Even though.
there is something you don't do some things.
Yeah.
Do you start having sex immediately you give birth?
No.
You get there's some things that you just do not
Like,
do.
bro, there is like
It's a
clean up. Like, bro,
timeline. Do you
you just
understand?
broke up with someone,
Yeah.
right?
Like yesterday.
And then the person, are you trying to spite the person?
Exactly.
See, I'm not saying you can decide to do it, right?
But I think he
on
owned
you,
up to
but
his
I'm
mistake.
just like,
He owned up
It was
to-
not
he
a
owned up to
mistake.
it.
That's the problem.
He owned up to the
Let's
issue.
wait
His
now.
tongue
Let's
mistakenly.
even say.
Come
Let's
on.
even
He was trying to prove a
He was
point.
trying to prove a point.
he was trying to prove a
I
point.
feel like he's trying too hard to be a ladies' man.
Because Handi went to meet him. I'm like, was that what happened? And he said no.
Yeah. And he went
So
to
that's
meet him.
it.
But
So what's
Sean was
like-
making a case for him. Sean was like, I think after the incident, Sean too was angry because he said the twins set at.
You don't see. Let me tell you whether they said,
he was
they're not saying-
making a case for
Mayor
Frosh and saying, well, the fact that you did is fine, it's fucked up, but I understand your situation at that moment. Number one, it was a shock. That's what he first said. And secondly, he said,
shock absorber.
secondly, he said, in situations like that, Andy is a fine girl. Come on. Andy
You
is a
see the thing. You
beautiful
see the
lady.
problem with
problem
men.
No,
men.
it's hold on.
As it's coming out of your mouth.
Are you happy? Even me,
I'm saying what
I'm
Sean
ashamed
said.
for the person that said it.
I'm saying what Sean said.
You are
Sean
saying
said-
that he's making because
He was making
you're
a
saying
case
that he's
for
making
him.
a case
So
from
now
him
it's
as if you
possible.
are also on that side of
No,
making
I'm
a
just
case.
trying to
This is the
understand.
thing. No. So this is the thing. This is what I think here. So first of all, it's possible that Handi may have gone with a lot of energy to pin him down,
Yeah.
like he said. It's a
Pin
it's
him
very-
down.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Hold on.
That's what even
What he said.
to be
Like, I'm
considered.
saying that it is possible that happened. However,
Nah.
you cannot come out and say that you did not consent to it when you did not.
You didn't
You
retaliate.
didn't
retaliate.
like, no, you
You
did not.
didn't
Like,
there was no-
It wasn't BDSM now.
There was
You
no.
It wasn't
You get my
BDSM
point.
now.
You
Or
get-
maybe he was too stunned. Now let's count 10 seconds.
One, two.
And you are still
Literally,
stunned. No.
you are stunned for 10 seconds. That you
your
cannot.
brain. I don't understand.
See, let's even assume.
Is your
Let's even
frontal
give
lobe
him
not
grace,
developed?
right?
Adrenaline rush. Everything
Let's
on point.
give him grace and say, oh, in the spur of the moment, I didn't know what to do. When the deed has been done, what was the best thing for you to do? Was it now to go and meet the woman that you were supposedly with to go and say, I did not consent? Own up to what you did and
I think he would have
apologize.
said- I think he would have said-
That would have been
I
easier.
think he would have said-
After saying that he didn't consent to it.
No, I think he
No,
would
yeah,
have gone.
he made that. No, I don't think he did. He did say he didn't consent to it. It was Sean that was saying it in a way that he was expressing how the whole situation was.
Yeah.
It was like he didn't consent to it.
Yes, but let me tell you that.
But I don't think this guy mentioned that he didn't consent.
That's to tell you what Sean mindset is all about.
So
see, let me tell you, even Sean is a crazy guy.
honestly,
We give Sean a chance. Sean will most likely run some girls in that house.
before
Sean will run.
I said it.
I
Yeah.
said it.
I called
Sean,
it.
Sean will run
beginning.
Nelly. See, Wani is just a strong girl who's like marking her territory like a
Authority,
lioness.
yeah.
Like if you mess up, bro, I X you out. You understand? But let me tell you something. That Sean, for him to have been stylishly approving of what, there's nothing like
He
lady.
didn't just say
There's
only
nothing like
that.
a
He
lady
was
is
saying-
fine
yeah.
and you
So
cannot
he-
resist it.
He didn't even just say he can't resist. He was saying, well, at that moment you might be thinking that
See,
While the
let me-
kiss is going
let
on,
me
you can't
tell
think
you
that.
something.
No. You should have thought about it before the action started. Bro, it's like don't-
It's true.
I'm saying
because
that
true.
somebody's
To be honest,
kissing
that's
you.
true.
When somebody's kissing you, I'm
You
looking at
pull
I'm looking at
away.
Handy. This guy is sitting down, and she straddles him, and she's kissing him for 10. Bro, do you know what 10 seconds is like?
10 seconds is a
And
lot.
10 seconds, is,
people
bro.
die and wake up in 10 seconds.
Like how long does it take for you to get pregnant?
That's
How long does it take for the sperm to fertilize the egg? There's no time.
Are we going
It
there?
happened once. I'm just telling you that this guy enjoyed the kiss.
yeah.
The
actually.
only reason why I feel that conversation was going the way it was going was because it was like, okay, maybe myself and Rhuthee will come back.
Yeah,
I don't want to
I
sit
think
down
it was
You
more
know, they
of-
also
But
think
then
about-
again, I'm not going to lie. I think that Mayor has actually like fantasized kissing some other girl other than Rhuthee. I think
course,
he has
Nelly.
had.
Yeah,
Nelly
likes
now,
Nelly.
He
Nelly,
likes
yeah,
Nelly.
Nelly.
He likes.
He
So I
likes
think that
Andy.
Mayor.
He likes
I heard
Andy.
it.
He
I
said
heard
he has
it.
said
I
it.
heard
He
it.
said he
Yeah,
likes
he likes
Andy.
Andy.
You get?
And I think he
Because
was doing that to spite Rhuthee.
Which is
I don't
very.
think
Let's-
so.
Maybe he was not even thinking about Rhuthee.
I
at
don't
the
think so.
time.
He
Because
was.
I
not
don't think he was thinking about
So
Rhuthee.
let's
At the time,
let's
yeah.
just even say it right. In the long run, let's not even blame Mayor. Because even Rhuthee has said she's playing Mayor.
Yeah, she
And
said
there was
that.
a time
So
at the beginning
people
when
started
she
bringing out
mentioned that.
Yeah, she actually did
this
say
thing
that.
she was
Yeah,
I
doing.
saw
so
that.
in
Yeah,
the long
she
run,
said.
it's still a game.
But then again, what if she started off as, oh, I want to play this boy, and then
And then she
feelings
now
got
fell in
involved?
love with him. Yeah, because she's actually been consistent with Mayor. Not like she has moved to some other. Yeah.
If she had the opportunity, she would move to someone else.
All right, so moving on to the money is married.
Yeah, the money. That's the slang
They
now.
shared.
One is identical, one
They,
is married.
they shared a kiss, a very hot
It was
kiss.
passionate.
And people
I
were just
felt
like,
it. I had
people were like,
goosebumps.
people were like, oh my god,
What did happen?
This
oh
is
my
love.
God.
This is love.
The money is married. The money is married. Well, me, I just feel like husband and wife coming into a game like Big Brother, trying to play besties. It can only go so far with like emotions and the body no be firewood.
Of
That's how
course,
they
of
say it.
course.
Because like
3
it
weeks.
was definitely bound to happen. So for me, it was just like, yeah,
That
I
was
knew
only
that was gonna happen.
approved kiss of the season.
Yeah.
I think that they really held themselves together.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah,
Cassia.
I
Cassia
love
is doing
how
an
Cassia
amazing
is doing an
job.
amazing
Man.
job. I love
Also,
how she's carried herself throughout the show so far. And and for a woman who is married and somebody who has been in a relationship or has been friends with the guy for 10 years
Yeah.
prior to being married, she has an exceptional sense of control.
Yeah.
Self-control.
That's true.
It is
That's true.
amazing. When I remember that there's a married couple in this house and they are not causing as much
Drama.
trouble and drama. Because to be honest with you, in the beginning, I thought that either of them was going to be very insecure. But then again, I see them in the party. Everybody is just doing their own thing. Like there's an independence. There's an
Their
air
head
of-
is in the game.
Do you understand? There's an air of freedom that I see there that is very healthy, and
Yeah.
I love that for both of them.
Although,
Not allowed.
It's your door for me.
although, Kelly Reyes, I like the game they are playing. Yeah, actually, they are the highlight of the season. But to some extent, Kelly Reyes still finds this jealousy in
Of
what
course.
Of course,
in
it's
what-
normal.
because he had a
That's
conversation
normal.
2 days ago with
Like, why would she put
with
that leg on
Cassia.
her?
Yeah, why that he does not like it.
How does
He-
she put what?
her
To put her
leg
leg
on
on
to be
to forge
forged and
style.
that he does not like it. That he wants her to keep a distance away from the guy. And I understand that. Even Cassia, to some extent, she's jealous because
Of
during
course.
the
Truth
truth
or
or dare,
DJ Flo.
Andy, is it DJ Flo? Andy mentioned 3 guys that she wants to outside, and she mentioned Kelly. I saw Cassia's eye. The smile just went off. The smile went off immediately.
Why wouldn't
I was like,
That's my man right there that you're planning
so
to. No.
so to some extent, I think right now, I think he's telling on the lady. She's like the
ovulation.
That's why she
What do you mean
dragged
by
him inside.
that?
She dragged him inside the
Ovulation
the
is
room.
not. See, they've always said
Do you ovulate?
they play.
You
See,
do.
they'll tell you that don't
Ovulation.
believe an ovulating woman.
Okay,
She
so
dragged him inside the room
and then I think it
gave
was
him
the only time I've seen him, because I don't really see him a lot. That's clearly
Yeah.
the husband. I don't really see him a lot. But like yesterday, he was pretty upset with what TJ
did, yeah.
said. Like he was
The
taken
whole
aback for a
tribal
moment.
bigotry stuff.
Not
Not
just
even
the
to
tribal
try.
thing.
He called him a snake
or
and
something like that, yeah.
snake
And then
and
Nebuka
he's
addressed it,
causing
and then
trouble in the
TJ
house
did
and
not
all.
have a lot
I was
to
now
say. Was
wondering
just
which
biting
trouble
his
is he
lip.
causing?
And yeah, Kellyray was very, went to him. I was like, don't be fighting, but like wanting to clear the air and stuff like that. That was the first time I was seeing him very upset, and
Kelly
he
was
felt like
upset.
it was
He
really
said,
hurt.
I respected you, but now I lost that respect.
And it's because he went into the house as TJ, people started calling him doctor. That's the problem. You'd have
doctor.
called him TJ.
He's a doctor.
That's the
so
problem.
You can't remove that.
No, but that's the problem.
Point is, Kelly Ray is playing the game. He's like that gentle tiger that you're not seeing.
Yeah.
You
In the
understand?
shadows.
Like he's subconsciously top of mind.
Mm.
So when you think about who are the top two people that I probably will see in the finals, top two pairs, I can see them in the finals.
Yeah, of course.
I can see WanniXHandi in the finals.
Yeah.
I don't know who else, but I'll leave it at that. I'm sure that we'll have maybe top five, but not single, so we don't have pairs. But I'm just saying that Kelly Ray, because of the storyline that we have with Cassia and Toby Forge, now we want to see how well what story are we also going to navigate right now.
Yeah.
Because you understand now. So Toby Forge is out, so there's no more Cassia Toby Forge dynamic. So we want to see how well they will now play this game as single pairs, because either you like it or not, there's the whole pairing thing is affecting individual games.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
like
thinking about
Ruthie's
I'm
affected DJ Flow.
So I'm
yeah.
thinking about my partner.
Shatoria too.
Yes, I'm thinking about my partner in whatever decision that I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
You understand? But right now, I'm not thinking about anybody. I'm playing the game the way I want to play it. So even Kelly Ray will play the way he feels like playing. He just will not nominate his woman, his wife. And that's what it is.
I suppose I was even thinking their lie strategy is getting to like fade off, because it was only Cassia that was doing more with Toby Forge. Kelly was just there.
Do you expect him to do something?
But that's the thing.
Do you expect him to
people were like expecting him to like just move towards a lady.
No, bro.
Let us feel the heat.
But the
You
thing
get-
is, you can only stay in the dark for so long. He has to come out and do something.
That's
No,
the
see,
thing.
let me tell
that's
you,
it, to help the lie.
No, bro. There's a lie that becomes the truth. Oh, see, for the woman, he already has approved of it. Play the game. He has said it even in the diary room. I've told my woman to play the game. For him, Cassia will never approve of that stuff. See, a woman will never approve that her man plays some type of shit with another woman. I haven't heard that Handi has said that she wants to strike him. You understand what I'm saying? So Handi will strike
and
him.
Handi seems to be very strong because she
Handi
can
is
kiss people without their consent.
Like that for Handi like a kiss, so she can have.
There you guys.
So anything can happen without.
my
I'm just
God.
saying. So nobody will allow. Cassia will not allow. I think he already knows his woman. You understand? And
And probably
he's
knows
liking the
himself.
idea that Toby Forge does not know that she's married.
He's married, yeah.
And he's loving that the dynamic, and he knows that there has to be a storyline. We
It's
can't be in the
helping
house.
their life.
It's helping their game.
Yeah.
Yes, but Cassia will never approve of her man moving to Handi. It will never happen. And it's Soko babe. Is that not what it's called? Yeah. She won't try.
All right. So to round off, I want us to just go around the table and talk about our highlights and our lowlights very briefly. And for me, I don't know if I've had any lowlights, this week, but I think I'll say that as much as she said it was crass, my highlight was definitely poof bitch. Go home and watch me. Poof bitch. Yeah, I think that was the highlight for me, because I was just like, yes, I know that these twins are capable of a lot, but it was just so interesting to
I
see.
swear.
She literally followed her to the door.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. President General among the nations.
So my highlight, actually, like you said, I don't think there's any low light for me. And my highlight will be Saturday fight with, because the drama, we wanted that type of drama from the start of the week. at the start of the show.
Nigerians
But
are violent.
they were just to save. Everybody was greeting themselves. What are you greeting yourself for? Let us start this thing. Let us
You
start
have to
this thing.
familiarize yourself with
Second,
people that are
second
going
week
to
too.
your
Second
rival.
week nothing. They were just they were
Second
still
week, they were
Kumbaya,
feeling-
love and light.
love and light. Which
There
love
is
and light?
still a
No,
few
love and light. We
things.
won't
The
come
show
watch now.
started this last week.
Exactly. They now started giving us the highlight. And the time she now gave us the highlight was late. Late. Why? Should have been on Tuesday or Wednesday so that we'll pump in votes. So that
So you think that if what happened on Saturday had happened earlier, she would have still
Yeah,
been
she
on
would
it?
have.
Yeah.
People
I agree
were
because
rooting
people
for
would
her.
want to see.
Yeah, people wanted to see more. But it's what it is.
Yeah.
I hear you. For me, I don't even know what to say, what my highlight is. But I'll just maybe just pick random things, the things that I loved and the things that I didn't like. And the things that were interesting. Well, you know, those pet peeves, like you don't really like. Or you just okay, for example, the eviction night when WanniXHandi did that whole thing. I'm not gonna lie. I was
You were
taken
sat
aback.
for
I was
it.
like,
Oh, you were taking
wow.
it.
Just like, okay. But then again, I just think that it wasn't wasn't that deep. It really wasn't that deep. But then again, yeah, I love the fact that they are strong, and I think that they are very good contenders in the house. I like the fact that Suj and Nelly, I love their love, but I don't know if I love it for Suj because Suj seems to be like the one who is
Really into it.
yeah, and I kind of feel like it's susceptible to heartbreak right now because I'm not sure how into it Kelly is. Nelly is
Nelly,
rather.
yeah.
So yeah, I think those are the two things I really liked. And then Chinwe as well. As much as sometimes I don't want to see her on my screen, do you get? But like the pregnancy thing, I'm looking forward to what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Could it be a
Low-key.
baby boy or
And
girl?
then Kelly
Big
Ray and
Brother
Cassia,
Junior.
I love the fact that they finally got to kiss.
Yeah.
I finally
Imagine not kissing your husband for like 3
And you're
weeks
looking at
and
him.
you're looking at him every day. I can't.
Oh.
I can't too. Oh my god, I can't. Nah, I
You
can't.
guys will
too.
cast yourself eventually. So I think that
I'm not married, though, so I don't have any casting to cast.
so I think that why you laugh like that?
No.
Did you hear your laugh? So moving on swiftly, right? The eviction that happened, Rhuthee and DJ Flo. I think that the reaction we've gotten from eviction, this is like the craziest we've seen
Yeah.
in any season of Big Brother.
Yeah.
I think another one that would probably come close is when Lucy was evicted and she told them nobody
Nobody
to
should
come.
come
to
here.
her.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
thank you guys. Hi bitches, don't come close. I move.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But after that, this one was wild.
Yeah.
You
Very
understand?
wild.
I would just say it's the game. Rhuthee is out. She can't contend for the
Sadly.
100 million.
Yeah.
In the long run, that's what you came to take. If you don't take it, you're
That's
out.
it.
Yeah.
Don't be emotional about the game. Secondly would be this pregnancy stuff. Yes.
I knew you'd like that because you've
No,
been-
because in my mind, I'm like, how the hell are you trying to get pregnant in the house?
I don't think they were trying to get pregnant, though.
Just happened.
Pregnancy doesn't just happen.
it just happens actually.
Does it?
There's
does.
something
They
happens
didn't
before
play it
pregnancy
safe.
happens.
And now.
Yeah.
Then now.
So I'm
They
saying
didn't play it
that
safe.
how did, and I also feel like the man should also be very responsible for his woman. So
Yeah.
I'm going to say Zion should be responsible for it. Like, bro, you are the man here. You
You
should
should
be-
have
I mean, that's
should
your
have worn
woman.
a sheath or something.
Whatever he was, whether
But I
you were
mean-
wearing a sheet or whatever.
We all know that this babe wears the pants in that relationship, the way he's looking.
Yeah, but I'm just
Doesn't
saying.
mean-
No,
doesn't
that doesn't
mean-
mean.
doesn't-
I
feel
know,
Like there
I do
there are
see your
places where
point.
you have to
Hold your
hold it down.
Hold
Like,
it
down.
okay, you knew that you did whatever you did. Are you following up with your woman? Are you like,
Yeah.
okay, see,
Look at the way we treated
cannot-
her on after
whatever it
the-
is. You guys decided
whole
to,
party.
have sex in your relationship, whatever you did, fine. You decided to have sex on the show, fine. But what's the problem? How are you not going to get pregnant on the show? You understand? So right now it's becoming an issue because Zion is not vested in that relationship anymore.
Yeah.
He's
we
one
can
leg
see
in,
it.
one
Yeah,
leg
he's
out.
not going-
After
one
the
leg in,
conversation
one leg out.
about she sponsored him and all
Yeah.
of that, you could see it on his face. He wants to leave the show if possible.
Yeah,
He wants,
even Saturday.
he wants
he
Saturday,
was,
yeah.
He was
so for him,
just
he's just
looking
trying to
at
get
someone.
back, get his mojo back in the game. And at this point, it's beginning to look like we're expecting a baby. What are we going to do.
That's going to be
But if they are not
so
expecting any
crazy
baby, I just
if
like the
she's
fact
actually
If she's pregnant, that would be
That would
crazy.
be wild. Like, imagine getting pregnant on reality TV.
So imagine she's pregnant. You know that when she comes out, she has to give birth.
So now we're at the part of the show where we react to things that went viral on X. And one of the things that went viral, I feel like we already spoke about it, but then I don't think we really spoke about it in detail, was in the midst of the commotion, there was smooching going on in the bathroom between Nelly and Suge. Because it's like, let's block out all the negativity.
Yes, I'm having
And
good
focus on us. What do they call it? Inner positivity.
Somebody was nip biting in there.
lip biting.
Like nip biting in there. Like I'm like, when I saw Nelly do that, I'm like, yo.
Okay.
I
I
liked
thought you
it.
were gonna. Like, oh,
I
wow.
love slow and steady love. I like.
Is that
like-
slow and steady level? Slow and steady.
It took a while. No, like I mean, when I
Make
mean
out.
slow, what I mean is like it took a while for them to get there.
Get there.
Unlike
Okay.
Yeah.
the first lovers of the house, it felt like they
Yeah.
just.
Jumped into
Yeah.
I came here to
I
see
think
you.
it took more than a week
It took a
before
while,
Nelly even kissed.
and that's very.
Kissed.
I think
love it.
they're beginning to
I
like
love
each
it.
other. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
so.
but is it a relationship? No.
Mm.
See, once you start liking somebody, aggro tends to set in.
Yeah.
That's aggro playing out. Aggro. Good. Just Google it.
Not say
Aggro.
I'm just nodding my head like I
Yes.
know it.
So what you saw there was just conji.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's
See,
possible.
No, they may genuinely feel. He may genuinely feel something for her.
Yes, of
her.
course
And,
he
it-
does.
and,
Of
and I
course
think, and I also think maybe she does, but I'm not sure how strongly
Strongly.
because I've not
Yeah.
really seen her do a lot for him.
For him.
as much as.
He has done
But
that.
then
He has
again,
done
at this,
for her.
but then again, let's be fair. Most times we girls just sit back and receive. Then after a while, we now.
And
now
also,
Yes, we now
and
give,
also
so
she
I
could
can't
still
really
just
give.
be like having her
Watching,
guard
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah, it's
let me
possible.
just
She's not
assess the
sure.
situation.
True that.
before
Yeah,
I-
it could
Let me
be,
understand.
She
Could be
really
That's
could
what
really
she's
like
saying.
him. She really could like him, and she
Yeah.
just wants to be sure that he's in it, not just for the game,
Yeah.
but for real.
Because
You
the
understand?
guy looks sweet. He has a sweet face. and
Your
so-
spec.
Is he your spec?
Is he your spec?
No.
Who's your spec in the house?
Who's my spec in the house?
Sean.
Don't say Sean.
To be honest,
Ben.
I don't see Ben.
I'm just saying. Let's
I don't
start
actually
with-
see Ben. I don't know who Ben
And
is.
see who is your spec. You're keeping us on high tension.
I don't know.
There is Mickey.
No. What for?
And she just finished saying Mickey lies a lot.
What for me?
What a Femi.
Yeah, yes,
Femi.
Femi.
I love Femi, but like I don't like my. I don't.
She said she
yeah.
doesn't
You
like
like
her.
her- you like
She
a
doesn't
man
like her
who's
men
not-
juvenile.
Yes, Tofa.
exactly.
By the way, too.
Tofa.
Sweet
I think
boy.
Tofa is cute.
The
Tofa
Tofa
is
is
cute
but
and
I think the
sweet.
Tofa is still a bit soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
I love soft
not-
guys, but like not.
But
I don't
you want a firm, sweet guy.
Yeah, from sweet.
She wants a manly.
That's still
but
sweet.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet yeah.
guy.
But you still not told us who the person is, but it's okay.
Okay, so the next reaction will be a tweet. I'm going to read it verbatim. Okay, so someone tweeted, "It's the way Victoria looks at Ozzy for me. I feel sorry for Onyeka though. It looks like Ozzy has dumped her for Victoria." Then someone came and responded and was like, Victoria's fans are Victoria's fans are really mentally ill.
Wow.
Dumped which Onyeka? The same Onyeka who has been running from him. Meanwhile, it's Victoria who's been working overtime chasing Ozzy. Let's respect ourselves. You've never seen Onyeka claim or run after a man like Victoria did.
I don't think.
Please,
I
I think
don't-
I missed something.
somebody
Because
else
I did
that
not
Victoria was
see.
back
running.
Did you guess? I did not see Victoria.
I don't think. I think Ozzy was the one trying to like warm up to Victoria.
Victoria.
So
Isn't Ozzy with Onyeka?
That's the
that's
crux
the
of this
whole
matter
thing.
now.
The thing is, Onyeka likes Ozzy, and they make a lot of jokes about being having something together or stuff together. And as it is now, Onyeka is in having two minds because Ozzy was having a conversation recently with Chizoba, and Chizoba was saying, "I know my sister when
Yeah,
she
watching
likes
out for
someone,
her, yeah.
you understand?
She lose guards.
She lose out, she lose guards, and all this kind of thing." So I think to some extent, Ozzy and Onyeka are like pals.
Same,
They're
yeah.
a team,
They're cool.
right? Recently, they slept on the same bed. But I think that was last week or so. They slept on the same bed. So, but for Victoria, although I saw some hand movements,
Yeah,
some
hand,
touching,
yeah.
some kind of caressing and everything. But I don't know. Onyeka has gone to meet Victoria.
Victoria, yes, last
and
night.
like she was trying
Let's
to
talk about
let's
this
talk
thing.
about this thing.
What are we
are you
talking
doing?
about?
What
You're
are you
supposed to talking
doing?
about
But wait,
Ozzy.
wait.
Women.
Women.
Let me say this.
Obìnrin.
Let me say this, my fellow ladies out there, please. If you're in a situation that involves a man and another woman, you have no business going to
the
meet the other one for a
Which
conversation.
your
What
man.
happens
because
with
you
the
don't
man?
even know what your man is
This is why men do nonsense and get
Exactly.
away with it, because
get away
women,
with it
we
because
give
they
them
don't-
too much grace when it comes to things like this.
Exactly.
Why are you going to have a conversation with the woman? I don't know what the reason for her going to have a conversation. Maybe she might just be like, oh, I don't want there to
She has
be
to mark her
enmity
territory.
between both of us. I don't know what it
If
is
you're
that she's
trying
going
to
there
mark your
for.
territory, there's a way to do that without having
To involve the
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
woman.
Yeah.
I have a male friend whose girlfriend marked her territory the last time we spoke on the phone. See, I'll be on the phone. Oh, baby, they'll be kissing. So I'll hear the kisses. That's marking territory. She didn't confront me, but she has let me know that this guy is involved with someone else.
You see,
And
all this-
I've gotten it. Like I said, cotton, God forbid.
Yeah.
I have caught it. Like I
Yeah,
just caught
all
that.
this coming to you as a woman.
No, don't do
Yeah.
that.
I find
please.
because
You
for
can
me, I
mark
feel
your
like
territory doing
it doesn't
something
even
else.
it for me. I think for me is more of an
berates you.
for me is more of an ego thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, no way in hell I would see another woman I would let another woman watch me sweat over a man.
And also you never know what your man may have said. Men don't
True
always
kids.
come straight. A lot of them don't come straight. They don't tell you they're in a relationship.
Somebody
or they're
that
married.
a
They
man that'll
don't.
tell you that he's just housemates with his wife. Yes.
You have seen things.
A man that'll tell you,
Wow. You
oh,
have seen things,
if only I had met my wife before
Before
you.
you.
We said, but he's outside the country now.
But my point is, it makes a lot of sense when. So I think you need to know the kind of person you're entering into something with.
Yeah.
You need to know the kind of person. I feel like there are conversations you will have. You know where this person's headspace is at with regards to commitment, loyalty, with regards to this kind of issues. So when you see a woman go meet another woman to discuss about her man, it first tells you that she's not even totally a thing with that man. A woman who holds her man by the balls like this knows that she knows the button to press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's all hers. You understand? So for both of them, I just think that both of them are going to lose out on the same guy. The guy gets outside, he's going to go back to one girl that's going to
I think one of them has someone
relationship
outside that
engaged,
is
yeah, OC.
pregnant. Self
OC.
also.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I think he was telling you
I think
about that,
TJ's
yes.
wife just gave birth to twins too, by the way. So yeah.
Wow,
Oh,
interesting.
that's good.
Anyway, to round off the show, we've come to the part of the show where we rate the housemates and the week. So on a scale of 1 to 10, you get to rate the housemates based off of how, they've carried themselves this week, whether they've gotten into fights, what they've done. How was the house for you this week in general? So for me, I think I will give them a solid, maybe 7.92.
Who are you,
What?
sir?
What?
That's the first. What kind of racing is
Yeah,
that?
7.92.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me go with you. I think I'll rate them 9.9.
9.9.
Yeah.
The whole housemate.
The whole housemate.
Yeah.
Is this playing? Is this joking?
I'll rate them 6.352.
Wow.
I rate them 5.0.
Now,
Okay.
wow.
Wow.
I guess I'm a trendsetter.
5.0. No highlights, only a few. Rhuthee, Wanni. Other
Yeah.
boys sleeping.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. So unfortunately, that is all we can take on this week's episode of Pulse Hot Takes. Make sure you follow us across all our social media platforms at Pulse Nigeria 247, as we will be dishing out round-the-clock updates from Biggie's house as it is hot. If you want to be a part of the show, please feel free to reach out to us across all our social media DMs, and we'll get you on the show. Until next time, from all of us in the studio, we say what? Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.